What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we're going to be going over some of the news that Plarium just released to us, and this is related to the weekend summoning events. So stay tuned for all of that. Let's jump right into it. So, as you may or may not know, we have the summoning rush that's happening in 16 hours from now. It's going to be part of the fusion and all that. And I highly recommend you guys, look over what you guys have in terms of shards. And yeah, consider going for maybe the epic that will be available in the Summon Rush. Quickly taking a look at the fusion schedule here, you can kind of see that the Summon Rush happening on Friday in 16 hours from this video will also include one copy of Lightward Sandra, which is the epic uh, champion in this fusion for Fabian. Like I said, if you guys can get Sandra here, this will allow you to skip 4 events. You can probably skip the champion chase, saving you some shards. You could skip a bunch of the dungeon divers, saving you a bunch of energy, or save whatever resources you guys want to save by skipping whatever event. But of course, that would mean trying to get the epic in the summon rush. And this would probably take somewhere between 5,000 and 6,000 points, in my opinion. So about 10 to 12 sacred shards. If you have it, then I would strongly suggest maybe going for it. The only thing that kind of might not work in favor of that is if Plarium connects this champion chase perhaps with the start of a Titan event. So if you guys are interested in participating in a Titan event, you might be forced into participating in the champion chase. This might happen. This has happened in the past. So just something to be aware of. As a good, thing to practice, I would also hold all 4 of the Void Epics, saving them to be fused for the Champion Chase tournament, or sorry, 3 of them if you have 3 of them. But I would save all the Void Epics for the Champion Chase so you can get some free points there. That would help alleviate some of the pressures from the Champion Chase if there is any pressures there, if there was a Titan event, for example. But anyways, let's talk about the first summon rush here. Plarium gave us some news about what to expect, and here is the news right above my head. I'm going to sticky it there for a second there. So we have a progressive event, 3-day event going on, and there's some pretty good champions in here. So let's go over them here real quick. So first up for grabs, Sylvan Watcher. We got Elva Autumnborn. Excellent champion here, especially very good for Chimera. Brings the speed in all wars battle. Great base speed overall. Brings a revive, which is really solid. And then brings a team-wide cleanse, block debust, increased speed on a 3-turn cooldown. Even the A1 and the passive are actually pretty effective. In the past, she was a 20 sacred guarantee. She's also part of the revival pass. So if you've been inactive for, I believe, a month, you have a chance to purchase Elva as part of a special pass or something. I think it's like $20 or something. But yeah, Elva is very strong champion here. Up next for grabs, we have one of the best, I guess, non-voids. We have Lilitu, Duchess Lilitu here. So Duchess still very strong. Got the speed and all aura battle here. Very good base stats overall. Team revive with the veil. High HP on the revive. Continuous heal as well. Also brings plus attack, block debust, and a veil on a 4-turn. A1 shield. Great passive here that gives you extra protection against AoE damage. Very good champion here in PvP and PvE. Can be used for Hydra as well. Can be used for Chimera as well. Obviously, still very good in Arena. Great carry everywhere. So she is up for grabs. And then up next, we basically have the attack version of Duchess from the Sylvan Watchers. Again, we have Glaciade, the Meltwater. I really like this guy. I would love this guy on my account. I think he would do very good in Hydra teams. His A1, he has a freeze ability here. It doesn't really require accuracy if you have the secondary condition. So I wouldn't recommend building this guy with accuracy. But very good A1 if you can get the condition off. Is A2 similar to Duchess plus attack and perfect veil, but also gives you turn meter instead of the block debuffs. This one's on a 4 turn as well. His A3 also brings a team revive. It's a little bit different than Duchess because this one gives you a little bit of turn meter instead of not as high health. Also places increased accuracy and increased defense for 3 turns, which is really, really nice. And this ability can be used even when you have nobody that needs to be revived. So it's a little bit more flexible than Duchess's revive. And then Gladecade's passive actually gives your team more damage. So for Hydra, if you put Gladecade in like a 9 piece protection set, you're going to get some buffs, extra bonus damage here, increased accuracy, increased defense. You're also going to get Veil and plus attack. He's also going to cover Head of Torment. He also has speed in all battles. So his passive gives you damage, and then a 9 piece would also give you damage as well. So Gladecade, very, very strong champion, support champion for Hydra. I'd be interested in him for sure. Up next, we have an old fusion back in January of, I believe, 2 years ago, probably now. But we have Pythion from the Lizardman. Still the best reviver for this faction for sure. Similar revive as Duchess. Four turn revive with 50% HP, 50% turn meter. Duchess is 70% HP. So it's a little bit different, but it's similar. Ring strengthen as well. Passive here, similar to Duchess, where it's basically going to give you a team wide mitigation based on the amount of buffs on them. He brings a cleanse. So he brings a cleanse and heal and then block debuffs instead of Duchess's plus attack and veil. Sometimes I find the cleanse a little bit more useful. So here, Python can be very useful just for his cleanse abilities. A1 can give some good heals off as well. But yeah, we see Python show up a little bit in Chimera just because of the cleanse and obviously Team Revive. He's also a lizard, which works well with Teox. So he fits into some arena teams, fits into Hydra teams, fits into Chimera teams, of course. So he does still find some usage here and there, but still a very, very good carry champion. Up next, we have High Prisma, one of the newer champions here from the High Elves. So we got him here. Cool looking champion, has the see-through shield and lance. Good base stats overall. Bringing the A1, got a chance to stun. Also transfers from the ally with the most debuffs to the target. Will not transfer the hard CC stuff. But this is a really strong A1 considering that Lyssandra's A1 just transfers the debuffs from Lysandra, whereas High Keeper Prisma also places a stun and then transfers the debuffs from another ally. So it's not even from himself, it's from the ally. It's actually really, really good at just like protecting or enabling your own teammates. Very strong A1. His A2 has a cleanse on a single target, and then he teams up. He teams up with the your ally with the highest crit damage. And usually these types of abilities are very, very strong. So this ability is very, very strong, just for some extra damage, especially for Hydra and stuff like that. And then he has a single target revive on a 4 turn. This is probably the weakest part of his kit, to be honest, but he does bring good turn meter on his revive. But it would have been nice to see him have like multi ally revive would have been cool. His passive also is a quite an interesting passive. He has the ability to flip buffs into debuffs, which is actually really cool. It's not a 100% chance, but it's a chance, which is a really cool ability. And he doesn't really need to do anything; it just happens passively, and there's no cooldown or anything. So that's pretty cool. Cool, yeah, cool champion. I would love to have this guy just play around with him. I never got a chance to play test him or anything like that. But yeah, he looks like a cool champ. That is the non-voids. Let's head to the voids. Now the voids are getting very juicy, and I can see people pulling a lot of shards for voids. Keep in mind that for summon rushes, usually sacred shards are the highest value. So pulling voids is not bad, but you would only really pull voids if you were targeting one of these champions. So let's check them out first. So up first, we have Senna Amberheart. So Senna Amberheart is she had a massive power surge when Chimera came into the picture. So her deal is her passive gives your team insane amounts of turn meter, and her kit works in really well together. Against the Chimera, having extra turns basically gives you more, time to recover, get your skills back, more time to do damage, blah blah blah, right? So she's really good at doing that, enabling tons and tons of turns for your team. She brings increased speed, turn meter boost, and continuous heal. And then she brings a team revive just in case stuff goes wrong, and a speed in all wars battle with insane base speed. Great champion at enabling your Chimera team to do tons and tons of damage. Definitely going to be highly sought after. But like I said, Sacreds are the highest value for the summon rush, but voids are not bad. But usually I would recommend pulling voids only if you're close to Mercy, and if you're targeting something that you really like or need. Santa could be that champion. That's the thing. Next champion up for grabs, Sulfurion. I have Sulfurion on both my accounts. He's awesome. He's an awesome champion. He's great. He's actually usable in like arena and stuff like that. Great for Chimera. You can do Chimera teams. Great for Hydra. Great for Spider. Just great for a lot of content. Actually, he was really good for the previous event dungeon. But his big thing here is that in AOE HP burn, instantly activates it for some damage, also places a shield, has a team revive here as well. His passive gives your team a little bit of healing when the HP burns go off. So it's kind of nice at sustaining yourself. Also gives turn meter on the A1. Good champion overall. Yeah, just a really strong like carry in many areas. Lastly, for the voids, this is probably the champion that interests me the most. Obviously, Santa Amberheart is going to be really good and somebody that I would really want. But to me, I think the one of the most sought after void champions for me would be Marichka, for my main account at least. I mean, because I have Taras, Marichka would, be an obvious choice to pair together. But she's just an insane champion, like basically everywhere. She's a great answer to bombs in arena. She brings speed in all war of battle. Speed in all battle aura, one of the highest, 24%. I think 25 might be the highest. I forgot who, maybe a mythical, but 24 is up there. Great base speed, great base stats overall. A1, that's really strong. So she can play even if she gets locked out. Um, she brings the restore, huge heal, massive heal, 40% heal with the shield strengthened, and she brings a cleanse here on a 4 turn. And then her passive, of course, is just insane, placing the block damage whenever bombs land on them, and of course uh, her revive passive, which is another insane part of her kit as well. I might pull voids for her, to be honest. I don't know. This account, I'm not swimming in shards. Not swimming in shards for my main account. I got 19 sacred shards. So if I spend half of it here, it might be kind of low. I got 120. I got 120 void shards. I got 19 sacred shards. Um, yeah, maybe I spend the void shards from Rich Guy. I gotta think about it a little bit. I'll probably come back from Japan and then figure out what I want to do with these shards during the weekend. Still in Japan right now. We are on I think our fourth city or something for our trip, but our trip's winding down here. We're at our last destination. We are in Tokyo right now, just finishing up our trip. I think I'm going to do maybe one more Japan update video and try to get that out to you guys for you guys are interested in hearing what's happening. But yeah, anyways, that's going to be it for this video and the Plarium news. I know a lot of people are going to be doing the Summon Rush. So here is the list of champions that are up for grabs. And honestly, we can't expect them, we can't expect these progressive champions to show up, like, for us to get them. But this is a nice bunch. This is a nice group of solid champions. And yeah, having a slight boost to them, is better than nothing. And especially for an event that we basically all have to participate in. Um, for them to give us a nicer or a better that you know a better event is good. It's a bonus, right? Like because they could literally give us nothing and we still have to pull. So at least they gave us some progressive odds on some slightly better champions. Um, but yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are planning to do. How's your fusion going for you guys right now? What champion are you guys going to go for, actually? Or are you guys, well, not go for, but what champion are you guys interested in, or what champion would you guys put in your progressive slots and all that? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. Love to hear from you guys. Hopefully, you guys are having a good week so far. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.